Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube episode of Cops, Court, and Coffee. And we are definitely pleased to have our colleague, Keith Hammer, with us today. And if you guys look back, we did a show on this Fair DUI Flyer. Yes. I like it. He don't. So we're going to debate that issue. And I'm sure Mr. Warren Redleague of the Fair DUI Flyer is going to love this one.
You like it. I don't.
Nah, I don't like it. You don't. All right? We'll be right back. All right. In our last episode, when we discussed what to do when the real police pull you over, Keith mentioned to me that he actually liked the Fair DUI Flyer. So we were going to debate it off camera, right? So we said, all right, let's come back and, we'll set up and we'll debate it in front of the camera. So why do you like it?
I can't say I totally like it. I like the idea. Wait. I know what I said.
You said you don't like it. Wait, you do like it. But now you saying you sort of don't like it.
Parts of it I like.
Okay.
Okay. I like the fact that it's a protection of a person's rights.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we all know. Listen, I can well say I've logged over 10,000 car stops.
Me as well.
I understand that as an officer, you pull somebody over, for them to dangle anything out the window is frustrating. You're trying to conduct a car stop. Mm-hmm. It's not respectable. It's sort of like just talking.
Well, we're not talking about respect. Right. We're talking about somebody that could be potentially under the influence, either dangling it out of the window, and they have something called a Ziploc bag, right thing.
That whole
put it up against the glass. None of that stuff works for me.
No, it doesn't work for me. But as for the whole protection of the person, that they don't want to have to speak to the officer or make any statements, I can respect that.
Okay.
But I don't like the fact that you're giving a person an out. Okay, that's a whole issue, and we all know that's wrong morally in all levels. But the fact that the person can have now rights that immediately protect them from being pulled over, I kind of respect it. I have to say I like that part.
What rights would me putting a flyer up against the glass telling you that I'm not going to speak to you, I'm not giving you my documents, I want my lawyer, how does that protect my rights?
Well, it protects you from making any statement that you might have that might come back to you.
But what statement?
It protects you that maybe you're not drunk, maybe you just don't want to be stopped, searched, questioned.
But nobody's searching you. Those checkpoints are there to protect me. They're there to protect you. They're there to protect that person sitting right there, that one sitting right there, the one sitting right behind.
Correct. And
they're there for a reason.
I'm torn between the law enforcement
aspect. Now you're torn. Why are you torn?
Between the law enforcement aspect of it and the personal aspect of it.
Either you like it or you don't. I can't understand why you're entitled to your opinion. Right. No doubt about it. I'm not understanding what rights this flyer is giving someone. It's giving them the right to drink and then to go out and drive. That's what it's doing, because they're saying to themselves, listen, all right, I normally will stop at 2 drinks, maybe 3, but you know what? I'm going to have 4. I'm going to have 5. I'm going to have 6. And you know what? I'm going to pull out my little flyer when Officer Hammer stops me. When Officer Easton is working that checkpoint, they're going to say, I'm good. They're going to pull up.
Right. Now,
and they're drunk. So what do I do?
Okay.
What would anybody do?
First of all,
my boy works in Fairfax County, Virginia. What would he do? No. Their law's a little bit different than New York. But what about in North Hollywood, California, and Dallas, Texas, somewhere in upstate Connecticut, upstate New York, Florida, where this guy is from, by the way.
Right.
Who is this flyer protecting?
It's not to me a license to go out and drink and drive.
But that's what it's doing.
I understand it's giving people a tool. I'm not for the aspect. I'm not saying that you should use this every time you're doing something wrong. There are people who are going to use it for wrong things. But there are people who are going to use it for just, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm an upstanding citizen. I just want to go about my business. Now, yes, it would be easier just to present your documents and say, officer, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you for keeping me safe.
There are people, yes. But there are people who do not want to have any types of dealing with anyone in a uniform, whether it be a law enforcement, a constable, a fireman.
Right. And those people are out there. I understand that. They're there. I understand. They don't want to be bothered.
Those are the people I say have a right to do this. Now, if you're doing anything wrong, whether it's drinking, driving, transporting narcotics, or a wanted person, no, I don't think you should have a flyer to get you out of it, because you know you did something wrong.
Okay.
I'm leaving this up for the individual who just doesn't want to be bothered. Okay. That's why I say I like it.
What if there's something wrong? You have a headlight out, and now I'm trying to stop you to issue you the summons for the headlight being out, which is a legitimate summons here in the state of New York. I don't know about any other state, but in New York State, you have a headlight out. I can legally stop you and issue the summons for that violation.
Okay.
So how does that flyer now help you? What if you think, oh, they're stopping me because it's a DUI checkpoint, when it's not? When it's not.
All right.
So now I'm stopping you for a legitimate violation. Here you are, 6 drinks. You're coming from whatever bar in Midtown Manhattan. Here you are, intoxicated. You got the little weave. Oh, here's this damn officer now pulling me over for this BS. Oh, let me get my flyer out. And here we go.
Okay. Now, here's the problem with that. The checkpoint and the traffic violation stop are 2 different things.
Well, how do they know?
They don't know.
Exactly.
They don't know.
So now what do I do?
Okay. Now, if I set up a DWI checkpoint, that means I'm stopping everybody and I'm looking for a specific points that'll help me take someone off the road that's intoxicated. Correct.
Point taken. Right.
If I'm just driving around and I'm looking for violations, that is not a checkpoint.
But now, if I'm intoxicated, how do I know the difference? I don't know.
At this point, you're going to be warned that you have to...
How are you going to warn them, man? The window is up. How are you going to warn them?
Me personally...
Come on. Let's think about what you just said.
Me personally...
You're going to warn them?
Listen, me personally... That little plastic bag they have hanging out the window.
Forget about it hanging out the window. They have it up against the glass.
Well, they're going to have to roll down the window. They're going to at this point, they're going to have to...
They're not saying nothing.
Well, you know...
How respectful is this me right now to you?
It's horrible.
It's not.
It's very disrespectful. But they're going to have to comply. So, I don't know what state allows people to hold things up in their window and drive by. I know in New York that it's not the way you do it. I know in New York City, you have to present the document because it's stated, it not only says it when you get your driver's license, when you fill out the paperwork, but it says it on your paperwork. And it also says copies will not be accepted.
Well, here's the thing with that, too. Now, this guy, I haven't checked in a few days, but 11 states, including New York. So you're telling me somebody, and let me back up. I think it's about money for this guy. You know why? Because he's also offering a book to go along with this thing. So you can go to, I'm not even going to tell you where to find this thing, but this guy actually has a book that goes along with this stupid ass flyer that's going to allow these habitual drinkers to get through a checkpoint. I love my family. I love my life. I know you do.
Yes.
And I'm sure everybody that's watching has the same feeling. They want to make sure that we, as law enforcement officers, are afforded every right to do what we have to do to make sure that their mother, their sister, their brother, their father gets home safe.
Correct.
This flyer does the opposite. It's going to allow someone who's intoxicated, like I said, to get through a checkpoint. And now what's going to happen if, God forbid, where we work, we come across an accident and here this flyer is laying on the floorboard of the car? What do you say to the family? Well, he had the flyer.
Well, then that'll be, that's an issue with the law, because now if it's passed or it's allowed in certain states, then I can show this flyer and these documents and continue on about my business and I am drunk. Well, if the law says in that state that that's allowed, then I guess I could be kind of exonerated from anything that happens after that. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to do my job. How are you going to sleep at night? No, you're right. It's hard to sleep at night. It'll be very hard because that death or whatever injury will
every single day
will be on you because you allowed that person to go. And I understand it. Being in law enforcement for many years, I understand it. You want to see the right thing happen. You want the drunk driver off the road. You want to see everybody put their kids in seat belts. Mm-hmm. You want to see everybody, following the rules. You want everybody to slow down. You want to see that. Now, like I said before, me as law enforcement, I don't agree with the flyer. I think it's wrong. I think you're giving people an out. Morally is wrong. Civilly is wrong. On all types of levels on.
But constitutionally, you think it's okay.
Correct.
I've gone back and forth on social media, Facebook, Google Plus, where you can find us, of course, and it's like I'm being attacked by these freedom, and I love my freedom. I'm glad I live in the United States of America. Let me put it out there. I love being in this country. I am an upstanding citizen, but there's something about this flyer that I don't like. It's morally wrong. Morally, it's just wrong. Forget about being legal. Forget about the Constitution. Nothing about this flyer is constitutionally correct. Nothing.
I noticed on the video that, I guess it was in Florida, that they have to hang the document outside.
I think that was in Virginia, and I'll link to another video, another lawyer from Virginia. I'll link to his interpretation of what he thinks about this flyer, and I think he did something like that.
Yeah. Well, I saw the thing where they had to hang the flyer out the window because the officer had to physically be able to touch it or something like that. Me personally, as an officer, that thing would have fell on the floor accidentally.
Oh, so now you're violating their rights,
I'm not violating their rights. If I went to touch it and it fell on the ground, then you're obligated.
Well, who dropped it? Me or you? You pick it up.
I didn't know.
I'm just gonna drive off then.
To retrieve your document.
I'll just drive off and I'll order a new one.
Well, I mean, you can do that.
I'm drunk. It fell. I'm gonna go get me a new one.
Next time you're stopped on your way home when you're drunk, then you won't have any document or flyer.
True indeed. True indeed.
Okay. Playing around with that, though. That's kind of funny. But
at the end of the day, guys.
At the end of the day, it's wrong.
I don't like it.
Drunk driving is wrong on any level. I mean, and we're in a day and age where you can call anybody. You have instant contact, Twitter, Facebook, messages, your cell phone, yellow cabs, Ubers, your friend, your mother, your grandma, anybody could come and get you. In this day and age, everybody got a car. You can get a zip car. You could borrow a car, pick up a car in 2 minutes, be on your way. There's no reason to get behind.
You can't pick up a car if you're drunk, right?
No, I'm saying.
But you want to reach out.
Right.
Reach out to somebody,
and
man.
Get a ride. I mean, really? I mean, you're going to risk your freedom, a death.
Oh, it's going to cost a lot.
Oh, the cost is astronomical. Yeah. And not including what's going to do to your car insurance. I mean, the car insurance now, they could just drop you. Or they could say, you want to stay with us? Give me $15,000 a month. I mean, it's just why would you put yourself in a situation where a 10-second phone call.
Not even. Sit back, hit send, and go have another drink if that's the case.
And truthfully, who would not want to pick up their friend who says, look, I'm too drunk to drive, I don't want to get behind the wheel.
And if they don't, they ain't your friend.
That is true. That is true.
Well, listen, you have my opinion on this. You know, Darnell Eason hates the DUI flyer. This guy, he likes it. I mean, he's entitled to, you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm torn. I like it. I could leave it. But... But for the simple fact is, hey, I mean, I kind of dig what he was doing, but
it's about money.
As a law enforcement officer, it's not going to fly with me. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you see me pull you over and you bring out a DWI flyer, you'll be looking for it after the car stop because I don't know what's going to happen to it.
So, Mr. Red League.
It's real windy in New York City.
Hey,
listen. Blow right away.
Mr. Red League Warren. I forgot. I'm not calling you Mr. because I really don't respect you enough to call you Mr. anymore. So, like I said, I'm just going to call you Warren. So, Warren, you have a friend in Cops Court and Coffee. Believe that? Keith Hammer likes you. He likes what you're doing with that flyer.
Contact me. We can talk about it.
He's not going to contact you. I reached out to this guy number of occasions.
He has an ally now.
Now he'll reach
out.
All right.
He'll reach out.
Do you have Skype? How about we reach out to this guy? We'll get him on Skype and let him talk to us.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
Check out his YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. He loves the commentaries about, hey, look, my flyer is great. It's not great, Warren. I don't like that shit. That's what it is. It's shit. This is real. It's uncut. I'm a human being. I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. That's all it is. It's my opinion. I don't like it. If some of you feel that it's for you, go get it. But I'm not. I'm not going to get it. I don't endorse it. I hate it. On the other hand,
I'm not endorsing it.
Yeah, there's no endorsement here.
No endorsement.
We're not endorsing the Fair DUI Flyer
Don't
at all.
drive drunk.
At all.
That's all I
Absolutely.
have to say. Don't drive drunk. I will never endorse anything that has to do with drunk driving.
Absolutely. Well, anything else?
No,
you care to add anything? Help Mr. Help Warren out?
Warren, if he wants to reach out and you want to try to sway me, or maybe
sway me. That's what you need. Sway me.
To east in here.
Sway me.
And maybe we could sit down and work this out. I mean, it sounds like a good debate. It sounds like, you can bring a lot of interest. It's meaningful to debate.
Yeah. If you feel, if you feel, because I know you're watching, man. I know you're watching. All right. Or one of your freedom-loving friends, if they're watching, let them share this video with you, because I don't see the purpose of it. Sway me. Tell me why this is a good thing. And if anybody call me, reach out to me. Listen, my information is out there. You can Google me all day long. Find me. All right. Find me on Facebook personally. Cops Court and Coffee on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The link. Yeah. The link is below. Find me. Debate it with me. Debate it with us, because it would make for an interesting debate. But you have anything else?
No. I've pretty much said my say on it.
All right. Listen, as always, we appreciate you guys watching Cops Court and Coffee. Please subscribe to the channel. The link is below. Subscribe now.
Follow me.
Subscribe now. We'll wait. You did it? Good. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Please give us the thumbs up. That shows that we are doing the right thing. We want to continue bringing you guys as much information as we can to make things a little bit safer for him, for me, for your wife, your husband, your children,
family,
everybody. That's why we're here. Nobody cares like we care. All right. Subscribe, share the video. All right.
Become enlightened.
Yeah. Enlightenment. We're not trying to educate you. We're trying to enlighten you.
Enlightenment.
All right. Listen, I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe we'll have another meaningful debate on another issue. If at all you guys think that this Fair DUI Flyer is a good thing, comment below. I love comments. He loves comments. If you think it's stupid like I think, comment below. All right? Comment below. If it's on Facebook where you're viewing it, on Twitter, shoot over to YouTube. Put the comments in the YouTube section, all right? And we will have a meaningful debate. As always, if you have any questions, any comments, sure enough, comment below. We're going to be doing that question and answer show sometime in the future. Again, if we haven't hit it already, we want to hit that 100 and make our way to 200 and then 300. Share the video. Tell your friends and family about us.
If you got a question and you put it up on Instagram, we'll try to have you on the show asking your question too. So if you see anything out there, you want to talk about it, you want to film yourself, everybody selfie.
Oh yeah.
Put it on there, send it to us. We'll put you on the show. You'll ask the question right in front of us. We'll answer it right in front of you.
Live, right in front of you.
Live.
That works. I didn't think about that. All right. If there's nothing else, listen, as always, we'll see you guys in the next video.